We're back. So, guys, it's that time again where we talk about Nigerian players that fared really, really well in their club sides at the weekend. Victor Osimhen. We would get tired of talking about Victor Osimhen. Scored and got an assist for Galatasaray in their league game against Eyüpspor. Alex Iwobi still in good shape, assisting for Fulham. We've got Nathan Tella. Nathan Tella has been forgotten. I think Eric Chell hasn't even he missed out. He just slightly missed out in the last call-up list, which I think most people felt he should have made the list because at that moment he was in good form and he started finding his feet, scoring just before I think
the manager had a discussion with him. We do not know exactly what came out from that conversation per se, but he's a fringe player for Leverkusen. He's not a starter. He's not a regular. He's a fringe player. And I do not think we should be having fringe players starting for us. We have really good players out there in the local league, outside, everywhere. So fringe players are starting for us. And, I'm not really convinced about him. I'm not even going to lie to you. I know he's very good. Yeah. But is he going to add an extra quality for us? We're only going to find out he probably gets consistent run of games for us and maybe perform some magic. But right now, there's still a question mark over his performances for the Super Eagles. Not really played much, but then again, I do not think Chukwueze has actually done enough to be a regular starter as well. So I think Nathan Tella can probably come in and do something. Samuel Moses, really good player. I like him. Workhorse, try to contribute. Has been our biggest creator for the past how many years? Yeah. He doesn't score a lot of goals. People try to undermine him, but no, this guy workhorse, plays well, gives his 100 every time, and he knows how to create chances.
Yeah, those are some of the key players. But let's move away from there. Let's talk about the players that performed well. We had Frank Onyeka. He buzzed the midfield for Augsburg against Leverkusen. Unfortunately, lost that game. He was Augsburg's best performer, and sadly, why has Eric Chell refused to call Frank Onyeka, who has had over 25 goals league games this season for Augsburg? I will bring players like ALHASSAN, YUSUF, who had barely played games in the US, coming to the squad. I think why Frank Onyeka balls? I think
the manager looks at players who know how to pass the ball, who know how to distribute, who know how to play from behind, and I think that's what ALHASSAN YUSUF actually has over Onyeka. Onyeka is an enforcer. Onyeka knows how to
go. How many games of ALHASSAN?
No, the thing is, you said about the last AFCON. We knew he has better passes. He is the better passer of the ball than Onyeka. He knows how to receive the ball and pass it around. He knows how to spread the ball. Even in Champions League last season for his team Royal Antwerp last year, I saw him play games too. It was really important. Sometimes they give him fringe roles to play, some certain roles to play. But at the end of the day, he can be quite relied on to play the ball from behind. Technically, I think on the ball, it's quite better than Onyeka, who knows how to break teams down, who knows how to push an attack, who can be a workhorse, and they're just two different profiles entirely. That's probably why I think he actually had the pick over Onyeka. Personally, I didn't see that coming. But Onyeka has actually had a great year in the Bundesliga so far for Augsburg. It has been an excellent loan for him, and I think he's probably going to make it permanent. Maybe not for the team Augsburg, maybe for a better team, but like a Mönchengladbach or in Frankfurt or thereabout. But I do not think he's going to return back to Brentford this season.
Yeah, maybe not. Moving forward, Alex Iwobi still in fine shape for Fulham, got an assist at the weekend. Alex Iwobi, there's nothing much to talk about Alex Iwobi. He's always doing his job. For this season, he has been superb for Fulham, and they're in 7th position right now, looking to fight for the 7th or 8th. Looking to fight for a spot, a European spot, and I don't think they're going to make it though, because the top 6 spot is looking intense. We've got Newcastle in the mix, we've got Chelsea, we've got what is this for that
Man City, Villa.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a very tight spot right there. For Iwobi, I am really glad that he's actually having a great season. That guy has been very immense to despite good setup for the past couple of years, despite constantly being attacked. But I think this is one of our best players out there. He has had over 15 goals and assists this season, having his best campaign, I would say, under Marco Silva, who was ensured that he entrusted him to be the fulcrum of the team's midfield and attack, and he has repaid his faith by giving consecutive excellent performances. Also again Liverpool some weeks ago, over the weekend, and other teams as well. He has been relied on by Fulham, and I remember when he made that move from Everton to Fulham, a lot of persons felt like, nah, just a better move, but it has proven to be a very good move for him. And for Marco Silva, a lot better than what Everton are actually playing. And for Alex Iwobi, I hope he gets better and better and better. And he can probably even leave the Premier League and probably go to a decent team outside of outside of England, maybe in Serie A. We've seen what the likes of McTominay and the rest of them have done.
I don't see that happening. For him,
it can happen. You can never say never. By the way, you can never say never. We've seen the likes of Osimhen make it to them by the age of 34, 35. So players can make moves anytime at all. So for Iwobi, I would really want him to probably make it to a very big club again before he wraps up his career, because it's actually showing that the quality he has is enough to earn a starting spot anywhere. I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah. And lastly, Victor Osimhen. 31 or 32 goals. I've lost count, honestly. He scored and assisted at the weekend. Kaigo, what do you think about this guy,
Victor Osimhen?
Do you even think he should be called for the friendly games and next month?
Looking at the rumors flying around, I think he's probably going to be caught up in transfer speculations, and I want him to concentrate.
Yeah.
I really want him to concentrate for a friendly, the friendly we are going to have against Ghana and Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica, and of course the Russia friendly in front as well. I think this is where we're supposed to give fringe players opportunities to see what they can show for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So leave out Victor Osimhen. That man gives his all every time. 100% of the time. So I think I want him to probably settle down, him and his agent, pick the best team possible to actually make a move to next season. And early preparation, him being in good shape to avoid any injury, is maybe going to have him make him see probably going to make him have a good start for his new club next season. I want him to move somewhere else. That guy has 40 goals and assists in 38 matches for club and country this season.
Wow,
he is my favorite Nigerian player ever.
And there's been rumors and speculation. I don't even read the rumors.
I do not care.
It was Manchester United.
I do not care about the rumors.
Some months back, it was Arsenal.
I do not care about the rumors. This guy is a quality player. Big teams will definitely want him. He's a quality player. I cannot remember the last time we had a Nigerian player play at this level consecutively for a long time. I cannot remember.
But my issue is that we've seen how Napoli has frustrated his transfer moves, and look where he ended up. Galatasaray.
Galatasaray have a bigger history than Napoli.
No disrespect to Galatasaray.
Look like Galatasaray is small side. Napoli are not on Galatasaray level. The reason why people respect Galatasaray to a large extent is because Maradona played for them. Galatasaray is a small team.
Yeah, my point is that you already said what he's done this season. He deserves a big club. See, I don't mind. I need a Victor Osimhen at Barcelona or Real Madrid.
It is possible. It is possible, absolutely possible, and I'm not ruling that out.
But if it makes that move, only can make this happen.
But from the way it is, I think they've reached an agreement where he, his transfer fee is around 65 to 17 million. Of course, something if it was last season, PSG would have probably, triggered that. And I think at the end of the day, what's left is his wage demands. And of course, it's not like he's demanding too much. We've seen the rise of the Odegaard and the rise of this one, and ridiculous amount of money, and they've not made it to the Ballon d'Or podium. They've not been top 10 in the Ballon d'Or in their lives. And for an African Footballer of the Year, last year African Footballer of the Year, 8 on the Ballon d'Or podium, on the verge of winning Galatasaray and that league title, he's been worshipped right there in Turkey. This guy is going to make it to a big team and improve that team drastically. We saw the interview Berbatov made a couple of weeks ago saying that if you have an Osimhen leading your lines, the centre back have to move a bit backward because they know that this guy is a menace. He creates goals out of nothing. I cannot remember the last time we had an attacker of this quality.
And the crazy thing, Bants online, they say he misses lots of chances. This guy, the chances he misses, he creates them by himself.
You know the crazy part? I was having a conversation with someone, and I was telling him that the big chances missed from Victor Osimhen are usually exceptional saves from goalkeepers. If you go or half chances, he takes half chances, convert them to big chances, make attempts, and the keepers pull out excellent saves. People say, in the Europa League, he's made a lot of it. Go and check those big chances missed. They were not empty nets. They were goalkeepers giving mad instrument, crazy acrobatic saves in these games. That is exactly what Victor Osimhen can bring for you. Convert anything to goals. And when people undermine, I look at them and shake my head. And honestly, they do not know what they're talking about, because this guy is going to probably elevate your team. Because Osimhen going to Arsenal is going to make them league winners next season. I can beat my chest to that. Because Osimhen just is going to make them league challengers next season. I am almost certain to that. With Osimhen to Juventus is going to bring them back to that top 2 team in Serie A. I'm very certain of that. Because Osimhen to Bayern Munich is going to make the challenge for the Champions League next season. Whoever side Victor Osimhen is going for, he is going to drastically improve that side. That's the amount of quality he has and possesses. And I truly believe in Victor Osimhen. Absolutely.
I can actually visualize him at Arsenal and some of these bigger clubs, but I don't want Osimhen at Manchester United. Manchester United are in a turmoil right now. They're a totally dysfunctional team right now, and him at Manchester United, he might probably suffer.
There's a toxic relationship at that club where they pick on players and they make life very unbearable for them. Let's see what Marcus Rashford is going through right now. I hate it for him. I love Rashford. I think he's a very excellent player. Yeah, he's not really been as excellent as you expect him to be, but you have to support your lads, support your players, encourage them. Don't pick on them. I mean, they're having a good time, you're picking on them, they're having a downtime, you're still picking on them. When do you expect them to get better? These guys are humans, just like you. Yeah. Some of these people cannot chest this bad words they dish out there. It is sad. It doesn't make any sense. And I think that's one thing I'd want Osimhen to avoid, to go to a toxic environment where they're probably frustrating into having this anger issues, or make him have a bad form for a club, and he gets picked until he leaves that place. And I think that's a very terrible habit. Very, very terrible habit. We've seen players go to some teams and flop, and those teams let them go, go and do your thing. But for a Manchester United side, when they pick on these players, they do not look back. See, Anthony, Betis flourishing, Rashford, Villa flourishing, having a great time. Yeah. That is what that's exactly how players perform when they're in a place where they can express themselves and it's not a toxic environment. That's exactly what happens. And if it's a toxic environment, you do not see the best out of them.
Let's move on from Victor Osimhen, another player who performed at the weekend, Cyriel Dessers for Rangers. Cyriel Dessers has had a massive season for Rangers. Hopefully, he'll get a call up for the friendly games coming up next month. What do you do?
If there's a player I want to start for our friendly games in August, it's in June, July. I think it's Cyriel Dessers. Yeah. He has actually done enough to be considered as one of the starting players for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I think if he was playing for Belgium, he'd see a lot of game time, substituting Lukaku for the national side as well. But a lot of people look at his games and maybe because they're not really connected to him. But this was a guy that really wanted to play for us because he has a Nigerian heritage he wants to play for. I think we need to acknowledge that as well. In the friendly games against against the Ghana and Russia and the rest of them, Cyriel Dessers should be given a run of games to show his quality for us, because we can always rely on him when the going gets tough. I think Cyriel Dessers deserves a chance to play for us. Decent season for him so far. Rangers have won the league. Celtic have won the league, but Rangers have had a decent season, not to their level, but to a large extent they've tried.
They even made it to the latter parts of the Europa stages. Cup. So guys, those are the Nigerian players that fared really, really well at the weekend, from Alex Iwobi, Frank Onyeka, Cyriel Dessers, and of course our very own Victor Osimhen. Drop your thoughts about these players and the players you expect to see in the upcoming friendly games. The call-up list you would like to see. I remain Yimzi, and this is Kaigo. Yeah. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Please. See you in the next one, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Inside match, I went and did Thanksgiving in church. Hear me and hear me well.